All right, what is going on, you guys? Brian here with another recap video. This one for tonight's episode of NXT. I'm going to run through everything that went down. Before I begin, I do want to address something. Yesterday, when I was looking at my comments for my Impact Wrestling recap video that I made, I noticed that there were two comments. One I did like because it was positive feedback. The other one I actually removed because somebody decided that they wanted to be funny and put a link to something that I found inappropriate in my spam comments. And I wound up I didn't know what it was. I clicked on it and it was something I found inappropriate, so I removed it. So to those of you that have left positive feedback on my videos, I thank you for it. I appreciate it. And to those of you that think that it's funny to do stuff like that, well, just a little advice. If you're going to watch somebody's videos and do stuff like that, don't bother. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. You know, it is what it is. I don't appreciate things like that. What I saw yesterday, I'm not even gonna mention it. I found it to be in bad taste. I found it to be despicable. So it is what it is. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I will say I do appreciate the positive feedback that I've been getting, or that I've gotten on some of my videos. I appreciate the comments. I just don't appreciate people thinking that it's funny to send spam comments and send links to things and sites that maybe some people don't find appropriate. So, but this is going to be a quick recap of everything that went down on NXT to get into the what happened. We had Io Shirai win a six-way ladder match to become the number one contender to the NXT Women's Championship. She will now challenge Charlotte Flair for that title. Of course, Charlotte defeated Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania this on night number 2 this past Sunday to win that championship. They did show highlights of that match in this episode. We also saw in action Indus Sher. They were in action, in tag team action, as they defeated Everrise. We saw a video promo for the debuting Killer Kross, who will be making his debut pretty soon, or whenever. We also heard from NXT champion Adam Cole, who talked about Velveteen Dream. Obviously, that's going to be a match that's going to be taking place sometime down the road as well. They also highlighted what's been going on between Finn Balor and Imperium, and as well as the NXT United Kingdom champion and the leader of Imperium, Walter. Then in the main event, it was Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in an empty arena match. And basically, this was supposed to be the end of this feud, which has been 3 years. And it seemed like it didn't look like the finish was to culminate a feud, but it is what it is. Johnny Gargano picked up the win with help from Candice LeRae, his wife, who showed up at the arena, or the location where the matchup was taking place. Before the match began, when Gargano showed up, Candice was with him. She handed him a brown paper bag. Sorry, I don't even know. A brown paper bag. And what was in the brown paper bag? It would wind up being one of those cups that football players or wrestlers use down below to protect their bottom parts. And basically, Candice would come out near the end of the match. She would start like yelling at both competitors. She would then hit a low blow on Gargano, and then when Ciampa was looking like he was going to go for the win, Candice would come in and hit him with a low blow, and then it would turn out to be a ruse that Gargano was just faking being hurt, and he would reveal the cup to Ciampa and then hit the fairy tale ending on Ciampa to put a close to this feud between Gargano and Ciampa. So that was pretty much it. They also announced that starting next week, due to circumstances, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, the current Cruiserweight champion, Jordan Devlin, will not be able to defend his championship. So next week, they're starting a tournament to find a interim champion. So that'll be interesting to see who's going to be in that tournament. A lot of the cruiserweights probably, and who knows how many. It might be 8, it might be 16. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see how many is going to be in this tournament. So that'll be interesting. They also showcased or showed what's been going on, these mysterious happenings of these two masked individuals abducting certain NXT superstars like Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde. There's a lot of mystery to that. That was pretty much it. So I thought this week's episode of NXT was pretty good. I actually chose to watch this episode, so I have not seen AEW Dynamite. I'll probably have a recap up for that one tomorrow. But I thought that this matchup or this episode of NXT was pretty good. Especially, I did enjoy the ladder match, the 6 women ladder match. I thought that the main event, well, it was anticlimactic. It kind of didn't make any sense with the ending, except maybe they're just saying that Candice wanted this feud to come to an end, and she wanted to help make sure that her husband was the winner of this feud. But it is what it is. So, with that being said, this has been my NXT recap, recapping everything that went down on tonight's episode of NXT. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.